Good evening and welcome back to Timberborn, where as you can see, another cell complete. Yes. Well, we've got a little bit to do on the edges, just these little plug bits here, but it's good. And the water isn't rising any higher than it has before. It's a little bit higher now. I think this water level cap was the same. The reason it's jumped up to 0.69 is because, like here, when I was trying to drain this one, the same here. I built two little bits here on the outside. I built two levees out here. So I put one there, one there, and I bridged up over the top of this, and built them, destroyed this, let it all drain out, rebuilt this, and destroyed the ones at the back there. So we've done that there. Actually, I think I did it this way. I think I did those two. So it could drain out, but it's drained out. And I think when I've done that, I've restricted the flow, which has caused the water to raise. So yeah, but that's okay. That's not a problem, because the water's obviously, it's dropping it down again. So as it balances out, it drops it down again. So I think the water kind of stops at 0.61. I don't know whether adding more of the power wheels will slow it down any more. It may do, because there's more resistance on it. It might cause it to raise up over here. The only way we could find that out is to build them. And to build them, we would require logs, because they're 50 logs to go. We have got 800 something logs, so that's not so bad. But we have this area here to do that, to do trees. That's the whole purpose of this place here. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to put in trees, and we're just going to have this entire cell dedicated to growing logs, I think. I'm not sure if we need something this large to do that, but that's what we're going to go with. I had to put little paths in here in the end. When they built everything, they built all the way down to here. They couldn't get this tile and this levee, sorry, this one and this one. They just couldn't reach them. They could reach this one because of the way it worked, but they couldn't reach this one because if I show you the, I'll remove all those there and go with them like this. They can do this here. Now, I don't know why they could reach this one, because it's not. So that one was built already, wasn't it? So that's probably why that one was already there. But when it came to this corner one, if I get rid of these tiles here, they built one and not the other. They had a tile. I think what it is that these block the distance they can travel. So as they're building these ones, it blocks off this one here because they can't quite reach it. And that's why they managed to build this one and not that one, because obviously this was built down this way and this was the first one to build log here. So these weren't here, and because these three weren't here, it allowed a little tiny bit further for them to get it. So it's a little odd. We're right at the reaches on this path here, right at the edges here, so they don't quite reach the edges here. So you need to put in like 3 tiles of pathing just to get them to do it. So and the order they build things in does kind of matter. So if I'd have built these two first and then all the rest of them, they probably would have got built fine. But with these in here, it just blocks, it just loads it by like 1 tile. And because it's 1 tile smaller, it can't reach that, because they can build on these tiles here. So the actual build is up to here. That's the edge of the build, but they can build in these tiles here. So that's a valid place, you see, but this is not. So they can reach one over. So if the build range was 1 tile bigger, they could build this because they need to get the center of it. So it's a little weird. It's a weird sort of, we're right at the edge of how much we can actually do with it. So, but okay, trees. So I'm going to want to put multiple different types of trees down here, because this is going to be our forestry area. It's not just for logs. It's also going to be for gathering pine resin, maple, syrup. Yeah, maple syrup. They don't have chestnut. Well, they do have chestnuts actually. Oh yeah, because we're fractals, so we can use chestnuts as well. I don't know if I want to have chestnuts here, because it's a food, but I might do it. This might be all trees. So how many different trees we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're not going to use those. So 1, 2, 3. We have 4 types of trees, and if I want to split them up evenly between them, so we're basically going to use the oak trees for logs, the maple trees for maple syrup, the chestnut trees for chestnuts, and the pine trees for pines. However, we desperately want more logs than anything else. So we want to have like 3 of these and mostly oak. So I'm kind of thinking what we'll do is we'll put oak in all these corners. That one. And then we'll do one for pine resin, one for chestnuts, and one for maple. And that might be enough for us. I don't know. The chestnut one might struggle. And might need more. So we'll see on that. I don't know. I'm just trying to think of doing. Well, actually, we want this here. So I might do these. Let me just. So what if we just went? That is all oak, not the centre tile, because the centre tile is where we're going to have all the buildings of things. And then we will do pine, chestnut, and maple. Here, I'm just thinking I might want to have chestnut expand out into other places, so maybe we'll put chestnuts over here at some point if the food is struggling. We can always put chestnuts in the food area as well, so there's no reason why we can't do that. So you'll be pine, you'll be chestnuts, you'll be maple. There we go. And then we come to the chopping of the trees, and we go this area and this area, this area, this area, and this area are all choppable, and these ones are not, because oak trees only produce wood. They don't produce anything else. So yeah, okay. And then we want to put in plenty of foresters for the oak trees. Not so much for the maple, because they're just going to be planted and be done with. So but we definitely want to get all the oak trees planted first. So I'm thinking of, like, we'll put 4 in. And then, like, these ones can't quite reach all the way over here, but that's fine because these are over here, so that should be good. And all of these are going to prioritize oak. We're going to plant the oak first. So if there's any oak trees that are chopped down, they'll go and chop the oak trees down. And if there's any other ones to plant, they'll plant these ones later, which is fine because, you know, we've got plenty of space. Plenty of space to do that, and plenty of time. Time is not a problem. We have enough food, we have enough water. I've been looking at the water, it is dropping. I didn't build any, it is dropping, but we're okay for that. That's not been built because, oh yeah, they can't reach in corners, so it's fine. So we do need more water as well. I just remembered that as I just started speaking. I'm like, oh yes, we need water as well. Oh yes. And kind of awkwardly, we can't platform over the top of this because trees require 2 tiles to grow. So we can't platform over the top of it. So we'd have to reach out over here and do some water, I suppose, which isn't a big deal. Not really. Yeah. I think what I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to let some of these empty out. Actually, before we start doing that, I might do this. Let's say, can I supply? So you go and fill the other ones up, and you're a supply as well. So we can empty 2 of them out, and then we can do the whole movie ladder thing, which is what we should have done ages ago. Move these ladders, and then put in the larger ones, because we have metal blocks now. We have 37 metal blocks, so we can build 1 of these at least, and that's just more water storage. And then what we'll do is right. So this will get going. They'll plant these, okay, and then you will start planting goods there. Obviously, it takes a long time for them to get to it because everyone lives over here, so we need to deal with that as well. I think I will put the houses. I want to put them in here, but I kind of can't at the same time. Makes sense because if I put them in here, they've got nowhere to get into town unless I put them in. Right, I'm getting distracted. Let's do this first. Before I look at this. So we want to do. So I want to build a load of platforms like here, like this. Oh, was not what I wanted to do. Done. Okay. I could build the other style platforms and things. We could do many different things here. We try a different style platform. These are all. I don't know how tall these are. The reinforced platforms, obviously, that is Normal, that's 2 tall, that's 3 tall, that's 4 tall, I guess being pointed out. Or I don't know if that's the size. Reinforced, oh, reinforced ladder. Ah, okay. That's the one that I've missed then. Sorry. Hold on. I need to apologise to somebody who's been commenting for a little while about building Hofmeister. I want to make sure. I keep mixing up Hofmeister and Hoffman. I don't know why. In my head. You keep mentioning reinforced ladders, and I keep saying I can't see any reinforced ladders. I couldn't see them, and you did try to explain that they're. Yeah, you see where is that? But it's I would never have thought to look in reinforced platforms for reinforced ladders. Would never have thought of that. So yeah, this was what it was talking about with here, where we had we put the ladders in, and then we couldn't build off the edge of them. The reinforced ladders apparently you can. So okay, they cost metal though. So yeah, we could now, but we couldn't back then. So okay, so reinforced platforms. We've got loads of science. I could unlock some of those and have a look at things. I don't know if I want to spend the metal on those though. Probably not, to be honest with you. Probably not. I mean, this will work. This will work fine. I just wanted to see whether we could possibly do something different with them. But let's just stick with this. Let's just stick with this. This works. I know this works, so we'll stick with this, and then we'll do the little overhangs on the edge there. So. Water pumps, and we'll put in water pumps here. There we go, like that. And then we will get our little side platforms, and let's overhang on the edge. One there, one there, one there, and one there, because we can. Jump, there you go. Awesome. Awesome. There you go. Nice. Okay, I actually want to set these two empty, don't I, here? So empty those and fill those up. There we go, and we get some more water in, because that's important. I forgot to do that. So, okay. You're going to start planting trees. Awesome. You're going to do the whole tree planting thing, which is going to take forever and ever and ever, but that's fine. What else do we want in this area? We obviously need tree cutters. They're important. I'm thinking of putting down, like, a lot of tree cutters. That's not going to be enough to keep up. I don't feel like that's definitely not going to be enough to keep up. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We need to get access to the center of this anyway here. So how about we run a road like this. It's going to be different down this end. That's fine. And then we put 2 lumberjacks there, 2 there. 2 there, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. I'm not fussed about this side here. So these two are basically covering most of this. You will cover almost everything. You will cover almost everything. So, yeah, so they'll come out and they'll chop down the trees in that area. I think that'll be good. And we got a little bit in the corner. We could put another flag in, or we could leave that for something else. I don't know what. We do want to have food going around and package the food as well. Have the packaged food be delivered around, because I would like to put food and water somewhere near where these people work. So, yeah. Storage wise, we want to have. Of course, these are obviously set sizes. So. Sorry, by that I mean when I'm not joking. These are not because the storage is a 3x3. It doesn't quite work the way I want it to work. So kind of thinking I shouldn't have built the foresters there. I should put the foresters more in the center and then put the storages in the corner. Put 2 log storages in the corner and then 2 in here. What do you So you would just be for wood. Okay, and then I need these storages for the pine resin, the maple. No, maple syrup is a liquid. That's interesting. Oh yeah, no, pine resin is not a liquid, is it? It's a solid, technically. It's both. And chestnuts. So chestnuts that, and then we'd have a liquid in the center. So okay, so whatever I do, I cannot make this all work and balance beautifully anyway, because the numbers simply don't add up. So yeah. And I don't feel like we need, well, I mean, we need storage for wood here, but we don't need that much storage for wood here. So I'm actually going to be really mean, and I'm going to remove all of that. And we're going to put in 2 underground piles there and there. They're going to be for logs. We have other underground piles elsewhere for logs, and these are going to be set to supply. So they will always take the logs out of here and put them elsewhere, which is great. I think the other ones are set to obtain anyway, so yeah. And then we'll come here and we will put in our 2 foresters. In fact, we'll put 3 foresters in and block off this entire edge here. No, we won't. We'll put in 2 foresters. And behind it, put in our lumberjack flags. I'm trying to make it look good as well. So these can reach. Oh, you can't quite reach the corner. No. Oh well. So that means we're never going to have the tree in the corners chopped. Oh well. What a shame. Unless, actually, maybe we can. If we rotate those. Yeah, look at that. Look, they can reach the corners now. Haha. Awesome. Okay. So that's there. And then we're going to do the same on this side. So we'll have another road here. I'm basically going to kind of duplicate this up all the way along. Like this. Yep. And we'll do exactly the same on every side. We'll just repeat how it's going. So we'll have 2 lumberjacks there. In fact, these could be on the inside. Actually, I know, and I'm doing it again. But I'm planning and building as I go. I'm not just going, hey, we should do this and plan this. We're planning and building. So if I put these on the inside, so one there. They can reach the corner. That can reach the corner. That's fine. And then I put the lumberjacks, because the lumberjack flags are the ones that are going to be moving backwards and forwards. Like they're more important. Okay, they're the more important ones. They're the ones that are running around doing all the things. So yeah, so there we go. So we've got all that. We've got the log stored there. Awesome. We want to have a tapper's shack here and here, like this. We want to have a large warehouse here and here, I suppose, just to make it mirrored and look good, because we can. This wants to be pine resin. It was pines we planted over this side, wasn't it? Just trying to get it close. Pine resin there. This is maple, isn't it? And these are chestnuts. Okay, so that's that. That's going to be chestnuts. And then the maple syrup is actually stored in a liquid container. And what I'm going to do is not use the great big storage tanks. I'm going to use the medium storage tanks, and I'm going to put 2 of them in here. In fact, I'm going to put I was going to put 4 of them in there and then have 2 for water, so they can get water if they need it. But I might hold off on that. This is going to be for maple syrup, and this is going to be for maple syrup. What you might do is you might actually put the catalyst in here. We might need catalyst in here, because when this becomes run by robots, they want to have closer catalyst. So we'll do that, and then I think we're going to put a medium warehouse in here for like carrots or something. Just that. This is a temporary. That's a temporary solution. It's just so they've got. No, they don't need it. They don't need something nearby. Water they could definitely do with. Oh, excuse me, got hiccups. Yeah. And then in our food, we want to have some gathering flags, and I'm going to put 2 in. I don't think we need 4. We'll put 2 in. Put up. There you go. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Symmetry works. So the gathering flags will gather the chestnuts, and they'll go in there. The you are going to prioritize pine resin, you are going to prioritize maple syrup. So you'll grab the maple syrup from this one and put it in there, you'll grab the pine resin from this one and put it in there. Awesome. We are storing 600. I could put a large one in the center here. I know we could absolutely do that. I could also put them in on top of these if I wanted to. That's an option as well. And we could have loads of maple syrup stored. I don't think we need that much maple syrup. If we do, I have the option to change it later. So, okay. Go, 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 go. And what I want to do is I actually want to prioritize. Right, so first of all, let's do that so that I can get everything low priority. Because I don't want to build this yet. I don't want to build this. I do, but I don't at the same time. And I'm going to make those high priority so you can get the trees growing now. All the rest can be built later. That's fine. But I do want to kind of pick up the spaces that I've got there. So, there you go. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. And then they can start planting the oak trees. They should all be set to oak. Oak. One thing I kind of wish you could do as well is set the lumberjacks to a specific tree. Say, hey, would you, the same as these, would you prioritize oak? So if there's an oak tree in range, you'll go and get that, and if there isn't, then you'll go and get the others. So I could say, hey, chop down these trees here, and if we desperately need to chop them down, they will, but they'll always go for the oak trees first. I do wish that was an option. Priority in lumberjacks would be nice, especially when you've got stuff like this going on there. So, you know, because I mean, pine trees aren't all that great, and chestnut trees are okay, but maple trees and oak trees aren't too far from each other. So you might want to chop down your maple trees and get them to regrow. You know, they're a good source of wood. Chestnuts are not too bad either. So you've got, you know, oak trees are by far the best, but it would give you the option to go, hey, actually, I want to mark these as choppable as well. But I'll take the oak trees first, and then if you run completely out of oak trees because we've used just far too much wood, then go and chop down the rest. So yeah, I think that would be nice. Okay. Okay, so there's that going there. You're going to build this up here first. You should be fine for planks, actually. What I should probably do here is actually up priority of these guys. It's too far away from the district. Yes, it is. Let's up the priority of these guys so we can actually get out to there quicker. There you go, they're empty. Awesome. Right, so pause before we do anything. So let's destroy these two, and we will destroy these ladders here. I don't necessarily have to destroy those ladders. Well, I do. I need to destroy the top one at least, because you can't build on top of ladders. You can't put another building down on top of ladders. So then we'll get rid of that, that, and that. And we will put in our very first large water tank, which can go here. And the reason I've had to do this is because with the ladders on the edges, I could only fit 3 water tanks in here with a gap in between. Without the ladders on the corner, which is why we moved them many episodes ago and I forgot about, we can now fit 5, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4. We can fit 4 in here. So yeah, we get an extra one. But and the 2, yeah, we get an extra one. And that's going to be storing water, and it's actually going to be a low priority. Don't worry about putting it. Okay, I don't want to build underneath it though, because we're now got some homeless beavers because we've destroyed their houses. No, poor beavers, poor beavers. Okay, so I've got a bit of waiting to do, and that is that they need to plant all these, which is fine. They're going to come over here and build these first, aren't they? Yeah, which is fine. I want them. I do want them to build this so we can get access out here and build the platforms back so we can actually get a... There you go. Well, put the path back in. Awesome. Right. So yeah, and then they're going to build the rest of these, and then they're going to start planting all the oak trees, and then once the oak trees are done and started growing, they're going to plant the other things, and then build all the rest of this. And it's just going to take a while. It's just going to take a little while. We're going to consume more logs than we're making, but then in 30 days, so cycle 22, day 9, these will be grown. And we will have wondrous amounts of things. Then once they are grown and actually running, we'll we'll just shut down these 2 foresters and move over to there. So yeah, okay, this no longer needs to be here, but I think you are dropping off in here, so it's easier for you to walk to here than go anywhere else. So yeah, that's fine. Okie dokie. So there we go. We've got a little bit of food over here as well, but it makes sense. This is all tree area, so a little bit of food. I don't know if these are big enough. If they're not, if we need more chestnut place, I will steal one of these tiles for chestnuts. Instead, we'll just stop dropping down. We'll just plant chestnuts over here as well. Shouldn't unbalance anything dramatically. And again, in the food tile over here, we will be able to put in chestnuts as well if we want to. So yeah, water level is lowering. Awesome. Okay, so it's only when I slightly narrow it does it cause problems. So yeah. Okay, so we get that done. We'll get this done. We'll get more water done. We'll get all these built here. I will try and remember to switch these around. Once these are once this is built, I can just empty these into here and build them more. However, it requires 30 metal blocks to build one. So we're going to build one and then be out of blocks. So we need to get our metal going, which was going to be today, but instead I've been distracted by wood. So that's fine. That's fine. So we'll leave this one here. We will come back next time. There will be a big cut between this episode and the next one because I'm going to let this go. I'm going to let this run and let this go. We are stable. We will be stable for water once that's built over there. Yep. So yeah. Okay. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this one, and I hope to see you again in the next one. And until then, as always, have fun.